Hi Cancer, welcome to 2017. This is Astrology Kiki with your January forecast. The month is going to start off in a very productive way, and it's going to be focused around your 6th, 7th, and ninth houses. Um, your 6th house is the house of your work environment, daily tasks and duties. It's a very busy house, as well as health. And your 7th house is the house of partnerships, whether they're business partnerships or love partnerships, relationship, something involving you and someone else or a couple of close people. And the ninth house is the house of foreign travel, distance, dealing with foreigners, higher education, legal matters. So when you're looking at the three of those combined, maybe you are traveling at a distance for work. Maybe you are becoming involved somehow on a daily basis as part of your work environment, some kind of school, or maybe you're working through legal issues. Um, they may involve a partner. Sometimes when you see the 7th and the ninth, maybe there is some kind of divorce, or a business partnership is going through some kind of legal matters. But there's a lot of focus too on your day-to-day business partnership, and either working with a foreigner or higher education or legal, something along those lines. The aspects at this time are fairly positive, but it's very much I get the sense that you need to make an effort, take initiative in order to get what you want. If you want some kind of outcome, you're going to have to work for it, or ask for it, or if you just sit back, it won't just fall in your lap. But it's a fairly positive time. Towards the second half of the month, it's a little bit more of a challenge. You do have positive as well as some challenging aspects, and the focus is going to change slightly from the 6th, 7th, and ninth house in the beginning of the month to the 6th, 7th, and 10th house towards the end of the month. So you will still be focused on work environment or health, as well as partnerships. But now your focus, there's something about career that's coming to play, rewards and recognitions. And so maybe you will be changing careers, and your day-to-day work activities are going to change significantly. Or maybe you and your partner are being recognized for the work you've done in your career, your business partner. Maybe there's something going on between your marriage partner and what's going on with your career and your work environment. Maybe they're being supportive. Maybe they're not being supportive. There are some challenging aspects, like I said, towards the end of this month, and they're involving Uranus, which is the planet of surprises, Neptune, which is the planet of unclear thinking, and Saturn, which is the planet of restriction. And Mercury is involved in there as well, which Mercury is communication. So when we're looking towards the end of the month at challenging aspects with those planets involved, just be clear that the obstacles that you face could be like a surprise, something surprising going on, something you didn't expect. but also maybe not really having the full picture. If it's with a business partner, um, something, maybe you thought everything was going one way, and then you might come to the realization that it wasn't quite what you thought it was. And with Saturn always wants you to be cautious and be responsible. So just be careful with your words. Be careful with what you write down, and be careful with your communication with close partners, as well as people in your work environment. Towards the middle of the month, there's a full moon in the 12th house. Full moon signifies endings, and your 12th house is an interesting house. It has to do with a wide variety of things. It could be secrets, it could be gossip, it could be institutions, hospitals, colleges, universities, jails, as well as spirituality, or even astrology falls under that 12th house. So when you're looking at kind of an emotional ending to something, it's not necessarily that it's bad, that something's ending. You're just moving into a different stage. But sometimes when you're looking at a full moon in the 12th house, especially when you have a strong focus on like career and partnerships and work environment, maybe there's some kind of secret, something that maybe isn't out in the open, that has had to be kept under wraps, that now will be exposed. And again, like I said, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. Maybe it's just, there's some kind of joint venture going on that we couldn't tell anyone, any part of this, and now it's out in the open. So maybe something like that is exposed. Maybe there's some kind of gossip going around, or rumor that is now going to be finished, and that will be out in the open, and no longer will people have to behind anyone's back. Maybe someone's coming out of the hospital and returning home, or it just signifies the ending of something and moving into a new stage. Then with the new moon, towards the end of the month, it will be in your 7th house. New moon signifies beginnings. And the 7th house is, again, partnerships. So sometimes when you see a new moon in your 7th house, maybe this is the beginning of something big. 7th house is serious partnerships. So maybe you're getting engaged, or you're taking a relationship to a new level. You dated someone for a while, but now you're going to get serious. This is the beginning of something. And Pluto is very close to this new moon, so that too is a little bit of a rebirth. Maybe you found a new partnership, maybe you start a new business, and something new is going on with you and that partner. So 7th house is about someone close to you. It's not something that's just you. It's you sharing with another person, and there's something new going on with this, a rebirth as well. Maybe if you and your partner were having issues, maybe you worked them through, and this is a new thing, and you can move forward in a positive light as well. So, again, that with the new and full moons, how you will be affected could vary depending on the degrees in your birth chart and where they are with regards to the moon. But in general, a very productive month. It's sort of like a go get 'em type of month. Get out there. Just be aware that there's something going on with your workplace and your partners. And again, just keep in mind at the end of the month, use some caution, and be aware that some surprises may come your way, but it's not something you can't overcome. It's just don't pull the wool over your eyes and go in it. Try to go in as well as informed as possible. Okay, thanks. Have a good month.